Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today I'm going to try something I've never tried before, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be having leftovers, I know, because I'm not going to use this whole thing, but I'll be making it probably in like another freezer meal type thing, so we could just pull this out of the freezer and just eat it. I think it's going to taste just the same. Now, Mary at a little house, Happy Home, had made this, and it's just like breakfast enchiladas. I'm not measuring this stuff because I'm just kind of like going willy-nilly because I have my peppers chopped up in this bag, and I like a lot of peppers, more so than the sausage, and I'll be using like the turkey sausage. So I'm going to bring it down here and show you what we're going to do here. So go ahead and clip open. I got my pan started here, so when you hear this drop, you will hear this start to cook. Alright, and put the peppers in here too, because the peppers are still a little bit frozen. And when I saw her make this, I'm like, you know, that looked really, really good. And a lot of times, you know, I don't know for sure if you all happen to have breakfast for dinner, but sometimes just breakfast for dinner is just really good. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to go ahead and chopping this up, and then I'll be going ahead and when this is all done, I'll be adding my egg to it, and then we'll be making the gravy also, you know, like the white gravy that will go over this, and I'll bring you back once this meat's done and show you what things are looking like. Alright, so the meat and the vegetables are pretty much cooked here, and I'm going to go ahead and toss in the half a cup of milk and the 6 eggs and get that put in there. Also, I'm not going to put a lot of salt, but I'll be putting a little bit more pepper. Then once this is actually cooked, I'll pull this out of the pan so I don't have to do more dishes. And I'll do the gravy here, actually in this pan here. So as you can see, the eggs are starting to cook up. It shouldn't take that long to cook. And then I can just, like I said, toss this into another bowl and then go ahead and start the gravy part of this and get this actually in the combi, because I'm going to try to do that in the combi because a lot of people want to see meals being done in the combi, so I'm doing that. And yes, I'm actually cooking on my stovetop today a little bit. I don't really use my real oven. Like I said in the video the other day, when we remodeled this kitchen about 5 years ago, you know, I got the new stove and stuff, and other than people using it, not me, I've maybe used my oven maybe like 20 times, if that. So it also said like half a cup of cheese. I just have my Colby Jack cheese. I'm turning it down just a little bit more. And then this is almost ready to put in a bowl, and I'll bring it back once I get this all the way cooked and ready to start the gravy part. Alright, try to make the gravy stuff here. So what I'm doing is I'm melting some butter, and I'm going to take 2 I'm going to do 2 tablespoons here of the butter. Now, I don't know for sure if most people know, when they make their own roux, you brown this butter so it actually doesn't taste floury, if that makes any sense. Turn that down a little bit more. should be good. Now what I'm doing is putting in 2 cups of milk. And we'll be getting this thickened here. Go ahead and use another thing to get that scrapings off the bottom. Now that it's got milk in there. And of course, make it a big mess. Alright. Then you put in the 7-ounce can of the salsa Verde, however you say that. Go ahead and put that in there. And I am making such a big mess everywhere. Can't take me anywhere. And obviously what you're going to want to do is keep this stirred and such. If I remember right, you can put chili powder in here, but Mary does not like the chili powder because it doesn't agree with her tummy. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of salt in this. Put some pepper. And then she just has garlic. So I'll go ahead and put some garlic in here. I put a little bit more than probably she would because I like garlic. And then you're going to put in a little bit of cumin. Alright. There will be the recipe for this down below, by the way. And as you can see, this gravy is getting a little bit thicker. And I'm trying to read on here. Usually I separate the stuff in lines because it's a little bit easier for me. And this might not taste right because I just accidentally put cinnamon in here instead of cumin. Thankfully I didn't put a lot. I'm like, what does smell like cinnamon? Hopefully this doesn't taste bad. If it does, I'll just remake this gravy. There, that kind of made the cinnamon taste cinnamon smell go away. And then you can put optional toppings like actually on the top, you know, like the cheese, bacon, crumbled, you know, the green onions, avocados, diced tomatoes, or anything like that. We won't be putting that on ours. Just the cheese. And as you can see, this is getting a really nice thick here. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to bring you over to the island and I will show you putting this together and going ahead and putting that in the combi. Okay, this is where I'm going to be doing things a little bit different. And yes, Mark did taste this. He says the cinnamon made it just a little bit sweeter. Because I don't like to put the shells physically in here because it's such a mess. I just put some on the bottom and I spread that around. And then I will put some like physically in here. So I don't know for sure if you could see. Hopefully my voice don't cut out. Give that another stir. Alright, so we're just going to have one bigger burrito. Mary actually had smaller, you know, like taco size shells. Alright. Put just a little bit of cheese on the inside. And even though this is Mary's recipe, it's now becoming mine. You know, do it a different way. Alright, to see if I can't not make a huge mess doing this. And the first one will go in there. Got some of that sauce stuff, or the stuff on there from me. So we're just going to do the one pretty big size burrito. Put a little bit of cheese on the inside. Put a little bit of sauce on the inside. Now when I do like wet burritos, I do the same thing. I put sauce on the inside. And no, friends, I never worked at Taco Bell, if you're wondering. That's why I could not make a burrito to save my life. Alright, so now go ahead and put some more cheese on the top. Let's make this a little more cheese. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some more of the sauce physically on top. Now, because I'm using my combi, I'm going to use my combi bake. So I have like a half a cup of water in the combi pan. But I like to use a stainless steel more than I like to use the non-stick. Alright, so it's looking like this right now. And then I will go ahead and bring you up. Go ahead and use the combi. I did bring it over to the stove a little bit. Go ahead and open up the door. Put that in the bottom. And I have this on the combi side, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. And I want this to be up on the combi combi meals. And I'm going to bring this down to the 350. I'm going to go ahead and hit start. I have my fan on, so it's actually going to go blow any steam so it doesn't get on my counters or my microwave. And then, so what's going to happen from there is we will go ahead and keep cooking that until the cheese is nice and bubbly. And I'll bring that out and I'll show you what that's looking like once dinner's done. Alright, well this was about 14 minutes in the combi. I shouldn't have maybe cooked it quite as long, but that's okay. Go ahead and lift this up. Trying to keep this on the hot pan here. There we go. Alright. Throw a little bit of the sauce from the bottom on here. And that is what that's looking like. So now I didn't try the sauce, but Mark did. Let me take a very, very, very small corner here, because you know I can't do the hot stuff. Let me get a little knife here too. My little knife thing is coming in today. My knife holder. Alright. See if I can't blow on this here a little bit. We'll see what how Mary's doing over there, right? Wow, Mary. That is really, really good. I can see taking the rest of that and making up another batch, putting that in the freezer. So all we had to do is just actually warm it up. I think that would work perfectly, don't you think? It looks really good. Tastes really good. So if you guys already have not subscribed to Mary at Little House Happy Home, run over to her channel. I'm going to click her meal to this so you can see how she makes hers too. I don't really taste the cinnamon in here, surprisingly. But definitely check out her channel. And, thank you very much for being here and being with us through trying to find things with the combi and everything like that. And if you've ever made this, minus the cinnamon, don't do that. Did you do anything differently on yours? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you very much for stopping by. You have a very blessed and wonderful day.